What advice would you give somebody that wants to start in the business? You'll hear the answer to this question and more today on Tattoos in Review. Today we're at a brand new tattoo gallery in Ewing, New Jersey, where we're going to meet up with tattoo artist Dave Klama. Dave is a graffiti artist, painter, custom bike builder, but these are just a few of the creative mediums he enjoys. Let's step inside and meet the man they call Mac. Now let's get inked. Hey everybody, we're here today with Dave Klama from brand new tattoo gallery in Ewing, New Jersey. Dave, thank you very much for doing this for me.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
You're super busy, man. You and I have been going back and forth trying to narrow down a time that we could do this. I'm super amped to get you on the show. Dave, let's jump right into it. How long have you been tattooing for?
I started tattooing when I was 15, fell off of it for a long time, picked it back up in the past 10 years and haven't put a machine down in 10 years.
And are you pretty much tattooing like 6-7 days a week at this point?
No, that'd be awesome. I tattoo 4 to 5 days a week and I work construction during the day.
That's why I was asking, because I knew that you were talking about doing your day job and I'm going, this guy is burning himself out.
No, man, I don't think I'm burning myself out. I think I can't sit still. So being constantly busy, I can work off of 4 hours sleep, no problem. I'm very used to it. I got maybe an hour's sleep last night and I tattooed all day and that was pretty comfortable.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
So Dave, where did you do your apprenticeship at?
I did my actual apprenticeship here at Brand New Tattoo. Mike Clugston ended up apprenticing me. I kind of had a group apprenticeship. So it was the artists that were all working here. They all helped me out and got me on the road to doing what I was doing. I was tattooing for a long time before without any real guidance. These guys really helped me out and it was cool because, you know, like I said, I do a lot of graffiti stuff. So one of the guys that had opened up the shop here, Joe Bass, shout out Joe Bass, he's a guy I did graffiti with a lot. And he put the good word into the boss man and said, hey man, you should give this guy a shot. And he did. I've been here 10 years now, so it's been pretty good. Awesome, man.
So you did your apprenticeship here and then you went directly to work for Clugston, right?
Yep.
And at this point you stayed here the whole time, never veered off, went to another shop?
Never needed to, man. Everybody treats me really fucking good here. I have no reason to be anywhere else.
As far as your artwork, we're gonna get into that because we've already touched on the graffiti part. You also do paintings, you do work with customizing bikes. I mean, you're like doing a little bit of everything right now.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, were you like really into art? Did you draw all the time? Was it one of those things that kind of just like tugged at you all the time?
Yeah, I started drawing like really little. You know, we didn't have like a TV growing up. My brother's a really phenomenal artist as well. I think he's a lot better than I am. My mom would bring home pencils and paper, and that's just, you know, once both of my parents worked 2 jobs, so it was just me and my brother sort of just sitting home by ourselves and weren't allowed out. So it was art supplies and sitting around, dicking around, drawing all the time. I won my first art competition when I was 6. I still have that piece. It's actually not bad. It's like a Batman.
Now, did you have any like schooling as far as once you got older? Or was it just all natural?
Nah, man, I just drew a lot. Yeah, I didn't have any art school. I didn't take it seriously. Even when I had it in school, I wasn't serious about it because I didn't like the stuff it was almost like a forced thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you have to do this project. Like, I just want to do what I want to do.
I know that you do oil painting, watercolors. Do you have like a particular style of painting that you do?
I like to use Prismacolor markers, like alcohol-based markers and ink for most of my stuff. I started doing graffiti black books a lot and it was always graffiti stuff. So I got really proficient with using alcohol-based markers. That's a big thing with them and paint markers. And it just became real easy to translate to tattoo style stuff. Just blending colors really easy and you can do stuff really fast.
Let's get into the graffiti thing, man, because I know that that's kind of like almost like a special skill within itself.
Yeah.
How did you get kind of involved with that?
I was just a scumbag kid and wanted to go write my name on things. I saw other people write their names on stuff and I was like, man, that's cool. I want to do that. When I'm taking the bus, I want to see my name on the bus in 10 spots and do all this stuff. And that's where I really got my love for art, was graffiti. And I wanted to be really good at it. So in order to get good at it, I had to get better, learn how to do characters and background, apply actual art skills that aren't just letters and graffiti. And it made me really a better artist. I was trying really hard. I enjoyed it. And it's actually a really fun thing to do because you get to go out and do things with your friends. It's not a one-on-one activity. I can be with 30 people and we're all painting and do a collaboration. It's really fun.
So did anybody ever teach you how to do graffiti?
Yeah, I was doing it, but my really good friend, Steve Zaherney, pro, who's passed away. He's the guy that taught me how to do graffiti.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that's not one of those skills that normal people have. Like, that's somebody's got to show you how to do
It's super nuanced, yeah, for sure.
Right. That's awesome, man. You were starting to do that like as a kid?
Yeah, I think I was 12 or 13 when I started doing that, and I still do it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen you post stuff. We're going to try to share some of that on here.
Yeah.
And I know that some of the stuff is like mural work that people pay you.
Yeah.
Or maybe not pay you, but ask you to come and do, side of a building for them and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the time.
I think it's one of those cool arts that I appreciate it. And I know that Philly even had Art Collective or whatever to try to stop the tagging, so to speak.
Anti-graffiti people, yeah. They used to have those signs up all over the place in Philly. They were really funny, like tattoos are for losers, or not tattoos, graffiti is for losers and scumbags.
Yeah.
And they used to have these little, they were hilarious. Yeah. I have one still.
So let's get back into the tattoo stuff because obviously that's why I'm here. What would you say is your style of tattoo?
I really enjoy doing color illustrative stuff. I don't think it's a specific style. I would say just illustrative, cool line art drawings. Like it's not set in just traditional, just neo-traditional, not new school. It's kind of a mixed bag.
And I think that's why as soon as I saw your work, I was like, man, it's different.
Thanks, man.
It truly is. I mean, and I think it does kind of fall in the realm of that neo-traditional. It touches a little bit of everything almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think using bold line weight, varying line weights, thick and thin, outside edge lines thick, inside edge thin. That's definitely a neo-traditional thing, but I don't think some of the stuff is definitely neo-traditional, but I think the bulk of my work is just the way I draw it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Like whatever it falls into, like this is how it is. I'm not going for a specific style when I do stuff.
Okay. It's your own thing.
Yeah, I think it's the way that I color stuff, maybe. Usually like if you do traditional, you have a set palette, a certain way to color things. And even the way that I do my traditional stuff isn't very classic traditional. But I like, if say I'm doing a traditional piece, I'm gonna make sure I do single line weight, whip black into one color to a skin break, but I think I do it funny. I don't think I do it right. I just do it what feels right.
I think in this day and age, dude, there's really no wrong and rights anymore.
Yeah.
Everything has gotten so there's just so many different styles now.
Yeah. It's cool to see the stuff just evolve, even just seeing stuff from the 90s to now.
So that's going to be one of those things. We'll just get into that right now. How do you feel like the industry has evolved since you got into the business?
It's crazy, man. I mean, the ability that these people have nowadays, it's wild. Like what you can do better tattoos than what you could probably paint on a canvas or draw digital. It's really impressive. And I think a lot of these people are understanding the longevity of how to build a correct tattoo that's going to last. You're not buying a 5-year tattoo. You're buying a 30-year tattoo. And it's a good investment. Just the way that the inks are made, the way that the needles are made, just making aftercare. I mean, these things are all things that just make for better, long-lasting tattoos that just weren't really available 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago.
Do you think that there was with the machines, the impact of the machines going from old school to pen machines? I
mean, I think it's more of a convenience thing for the pen machine. Right. I mean, the functionality is still pretty similar, but the adjustment on the new pen style machines, like the rotary stuff, you have more, you can go in, you can adjust the machine to be hit harder, hit softer, do certain things all with one machine. It's not like I have to set up 10 coil machines on my tray, one small liner, big liner, mag, soft mag. It's I think it makes the whole process easier.
Do you still use coil?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm loyal to the coil, but I use my pen all the time. Hell yeah.
I asked that because I think I've seen you use both.
I do use both. Yeah, absolutely. I can only outline with a coil machine.
Okay.
I can't for the life of me grasp the concept of how to outline with those pen machines, but I could pull some fucking crispy lines with those coils. Like they're perfect, but the shading portion, that's the stuff that's going to take me longer. And it's just for the longevity of me being able to tattoo longer. It's much easier on my hand and wrist to use those. They're lighter. The weight isn't pulling on the back of my hand.
Get all the cord tagging.
Yeah, I mean, I have literally, this is from tattooing. This finger doesn't even work.
So if somebody wanted to get a tattoo from you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Call the shop. I'm terrible at responding to everything. I'm the worst. Luckily, we have good people. But if someone wants a tattoo, they could always email me, hit me up on Facebook. If you know me personally, you can call me.
Okay.
Or just contact the shop. That's probably, either way, I'm going to refer you to the shop. Call, we'll get you in for a consult. We'll talk over what you want and schedule you.
Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, it's Tattoos by Mick. Cool. That is my Instagram, spelled M-E-K.
So as far as your work goes, do you normally charge by the piece? Do you charge by the hour?
If it's something that's going to take more than one session, I would charge by the hour. But if it's like a one-shot piece, I'll charge by the size. We have 6 artists that work at the shop, so we try and keep it very even. Everyone sort of charges a similar type thing. And we'll have a normal old school price sheet. You know, you put the line art on the thing and that's the price.
Okay.
But if it's session pieces, yeah, I just charge by the hour.
So for as long as you've been tattooing, have you tattooed anybody famous?
No, my friends are famous to me. I keep it pretty low key. I tattoo all my friends, and those are the ones that I give a shit about because I see them all the time and I get to see stuff and see it heal and I'm like, fuck yeah, I did that. That's cool, and it's a rockin' tattoo. But no, I don't think I know anybody famous.
Dave, have you done any like memorable pieces that stick out in your mind? You've done hundreds of different tattoos. Do you have maybe one or two that you're like, bang, it just sticks in your head?
My favorite tattoos are stupid tattoos that I'll do on my friend. Like one of my best friends has a bag of dicks tattooed on him, and it's so stupid, and it's one of my favorite tattoos. And my other really good friend, he has a hot dog. It's like a wiener dog in a bun, and it's so stupid. But every time we hang out, he asks people to like, hey, you want to see my wiener? And he lifts his pant leg up. Like those ones that are just, they make me giggle. Like if I can get a good laugh out of a tattoo, I'm good with that.
I've seen both.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to post the bag of dicks ones, but
totally fair. It's stuff like that's fun, man. Stuff that makes me smile is like that's the good stuff.
Right on. What hours are you normally here at the shop?
I have like weird hours. I will be here most nights during the week that we're open. I work my day job from 7:30 to 5, and I'm here till whenever I'm done. It's usually during the week I work kind of pretty much appointments, and I'll be here all day on Saturday. Shop's closed Sunday because football.
Got to take a day off, man.
Yeah, no, it's just football.
Okay. So Dave, even though you have your own style, how do you kind of stay up to date with like maybe some new techniques, maybe new inks?
I mean, I draw relentlessly. I see other people do things, and I don't emulate what other people do, but I get inspired by those type of things. So I'll see something and try and remember it in my head. And I probably don't use it the way that they did, but it kind of steers me in a different direction. And I think that's helpful. But I think for the most part, I just kind of draw things the way that I draw them. And I have a dartboard at home that I'll put little stick-it notes on, like it'll say Panther, Rose, Clock, whatever, and a bunch of other things, and I throw darts at it. That's why like I'll have things that are very weirdly put together, like why the hell did you put a dagger through a clock with anything on the bottom? It's because I threw it at the dartboard, and that's just what weirdly came up.
Yeah, but you're just challenging yourself though.
Yeah, like an art challenge type deal. It's fun.
So I know that you do tattoo a lot of your friends, and your clientele has become friends over the years. How do you deal with a client that comes in maybe that's hard to work with?
There's a lot of people that are hard to work with. Sometimes I'm hard to work with, so I got to try and be understanding of that. But I mean, a lot of times I'm notoriously rude to an extent. Or, you know, I'm really good at tattoo whispering, like telling people what they want. Because it's important. I think it's very important. Like I can be respectful and whatever. But at the end of the day, if you're coming to me, you need to know that I'm going to do what I think is best for it. And if that doesn't vibe, like I'm okay with you referring you to someone else. Or if we don't click like that, you know, there's a lot of people that want to get tattooed and a lot of tattooers. Like if we don't vibe, there's no reason we should be working together. We got to go where both of us are comfortable. And that's where you get the best outcome.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of let you do your thing. I come up with an idea that I kind of want, and then you do your thing.
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it, I think, because if you are going to that artist, you've hopefully researched their style, what their stuff looks like. You're basically saying, I want my idea in that style, in that artist style. And if you bring me in something that's not even remotely close to what I do, I'm probably not the guy for that one.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody that wants to start in the business or maybe up and coming in the business?
Draw all the time, more than you think you need to. Super important. I think a lot of people like the idea, the allure of being a tattooer, but don't want to put in the work that it actually involves to do. Like I work 9 to 5, but when I leave the tattoo shop, I'm up till 3 in the morning drawing constantly. I think a lot of people don't realize the amount of drive it takes to actually do it. If you're in it to pay your bills, cool, it'll pay your bills, but you gotta love to do this shit.
What do you still love about it?
It's like people are walking billboards for me. It's tight. I get to see, you know, like I said, I came from doing graffiti, you know, that I would go paint a stationary location and you'd have to drive past that to see it. Whereas like when I tattoo somebody, that thing's going all over town. It's going state to state, man. People get to see your shit. And it's real nice to hear when people say, dude, that tattoo's awesome. That's sick. Who did that? And it's like nice when I'll see somebody and they're like, oh, my buddy Dave, I told him you did this tattoo. And then boom, now they're here getting a tattoo. It's cool.
Is there anything I didn't ask you today that maybe I should have?
No, I'm pretty much your average tattooer, the raging alcoholic, smokes cigarettes, drinks too much coffee, doesn't sleep right. You know, all the normal stuff.
Right on. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you doing this for me, dude.
My pleasure.
I know it was, me and you both trying to match up schedules to get this done.
Yeah.
I'm happy I finally got in here, dude, because I want people to see your work, man.
Thank you very much.
I'm excited for people to see it. I think you're going to blow some people's minds, dude.
Well, I appreciate you very much. Thank you. And the other tattoo artists that are out there, stop saying no to this guy. Check him out. He's doing good stuff. If you like this video, click up here for the next link.